Hi everyone, I wanted to share with you some few tips about what to bring when you're going on a hike or on a trek as a landscape photographer. So I'm right now doing a hike here in France, in the Alps, in a region which is close to Six Fer Cheval and close to Chamonix as well. And so I slept over in the mountain, and I mean that's something I do now for a couple of years, and I really have the habit of doing so. And by doing it regularly, then you realize as well that, well, you kind of gain experience, and at the end you realize you don't have to pack that many stuff, and that pretty much the basic stuff are pretty much what you need when you're going on a hike like this. So I thought it would be interesting to share it with you, and then if you have any other tips for anyone, then feel free to let them know in the comment section below. I think that can be helpful to everyone. So I think the first thing, so that doesn't come as a surprise, I guess, that's my camera. So I'm lucky to use a Fujifilm camera, so it's very light, and lenses are also quite small, so it's fairly good. And I'm always bringing with me my XF 10 to 24 millimeters, which is the ultra wide angle that you have with Fujifilm. They have a new one now, but this one is a zoom one, so it's very practical when you're in the mountain. You can adjust as you need. So yeah, pretty much what I need. So I guess other models from other brands like Sony, Nikon, Canon, and so on, they would be as good, but they might be a little heavier, so that's something to consider as well. Another thing that I'm taking, which is extremely helpful, and since I discovered this, I really can't go without it. This is a camera clip. So basically with this I can just put my camera right on the handle of my backpack. So for example, I would do it on this one, I put it normally on the other one. Like, I just put it like this, and then I have my camera always on my shoulder here so it's very practical. It's something that I really can't live without now. The big inconvenience here is that you can't use a nail bracket with your camera, but personally I don't really use it. I know sometimes thinking it will be helpful, but then I can't use this one. And since that's by the way, that's how it looks. I'm not sure the camera you saw it before. And pretty much you put the camera like this. Let me show you the example. I think that's better like this. And then the camera hands holds like this. And to make sure I have some security, so I have my, I have this, I'm not sure how it's called actually. And I put it basically here in the clip from my backpack. And then I have double security. We never know. I mean, I never had any issues, but if I have, then that could be at least a security. So this is a clip from, I think it's PGI Tech. I bought it on Amazon, and I'm extremely happy with this one. There is another one from the other brand, PDP, I guess that's the name, and I had something similar in the past, and I don't like it for one simple reason. You can't switch it from backpack to backpack very easily. You need screws and unscrew it and screw it back. And this one, you can just pull it and then it's done. And then you have it, and you can change it from backpack to backpack. So it's extremely helpful. Another thing that I'm bringing, a tripod. Well, yeah, that's something I need for sunset and sunrises. It's extremely helpful. So I do have 3 tripods. So I have the first one I bought when I initially started landscape photography, and this is not a very good tripod. It's very lightweight for sure, but it doesn't hold anything, and it's really not that good. I have this one, which I'm usually using when I record videos and so on site. When I'm not too far, then I take this one and I put my camera on it. It's very stable. It's a good price and it's not that heavy. I think this one must be at 1.5 kilo with the head that I have here. It's a Leo Photo head. And I have my other tripod, which is like really my main tripod, which is a Leo Photo. The head normally goes on the other one, but since the head on this tripod here, it's not that great. I use the one from the Leo Photo, and yeah, the other Leo Photo is great too, but it's very heavy. It's above like 2 kilos, and since each grams count when you're going on hike, then I'm not really using this one. So I recommend you to find a tripod which is not extremely lightweight, but definitely not the strongest. The sturdiest tripod that you can find, this type of tripod. So this one is a Manfrotto Element M2. In case you guys are interested, it's extremely good. I like it a lot. So for the camera, still filters. So I do have a set of filters here. They are IDA filters that I won at a competition. Very happy about that. And these are the magnet ones. I always bring filters with me because I know that when I'm going in a mountain, I usually go to places where there's water and so on, and you might find some waterfalls that you were not expecting. So that way I can put a filter during the day and play with long exposure. I do have, of course, a CPL filter as well in here. So basically I do have 4 filters. I have 3 neutral density filters, 3 ND filters, 3 stops, 6 stops, and 10 stops. And I have my CPL filter, extremely helpful. And this doesn't weigh a lot and it doesn't take a lot of space, so it's very practical. The last item, and I think that's the last one I have here, it's my drone. So I do have the DJI Air 2S. I'm very happy about it in terms of quality and so on. However, I have to admit that it weighs a little bit. And honestly, with the new DJI Mini Pro 4 that was released this week, I guess, or like very recently, this one for hiking doesn't make any sense anymore, because the other one really has everything you need. It has the D-Log, it's very lightweight, it has the bi-directional camera, it has all you need pretty much. It doesn't make a lot of noise. This one makes a bit of noise, so in the end it's just make a big difference, because I think just the drone here, I think it must be like above 500 grams, maybe 700, I'm not sure exactly, but I know it weighs a little bit. And I have 2 batteries, so 3 batteries in total, so this weighs a lot. And I would be really happy to cut the weight by half, or yeah, more or less. And I think that's what would happen with the DJI Mini. And on top of that, it runs much longer than this one, so I would not even need to bring so many batteries. Like probably 1 or 2 will be sufficient. So yeah, that's I think that's pretty much it. That's sorry, I don't bring any more stuff than this, and I always manage to take all the pictures I need, and I don't need more gear than that. And actually, to be honest with you, I don't even have much more gear than this. Of course, I do have a lot more gear when it comes to video and so on, and need more stuff, but just for photography I don't need a whole lot more than this. Yes, one thing, here I have my oops, okay, that happens. I have my Fujifilm XF 18 to 50 millimeters. Normally I'm using a Fujifilm XF 55 to 200 millimeters that helps me to like get details or reach mountains that are like really far away. But in this case I don't have it. It's in repair at Fuji, so I don't have it for the moment. And so I took that one. To be honest, on this trip I haven't used it because I didn't have the opportunity to use it. I only used my wide angle lens that was like more than sufficient, so very happy about it. And yeah, now that's for sure, it's complete. I guess I have no more stuff to tell you about for the gear. It's all you need. You really don't need anything more than your camera, a tripod, a clip if you like it, some filters, and your drone. Just be careful, drones, you can't really fly them everywhere. In the mountains, for example, here, like there are like places I could not fly it, some others I could. So yeah, just be aware with the regulation that you have around the place you are. It's important. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think that was a short video, and I really hope that you enjoyed, that you learned something, that it makes you feel a little more confident about your next hiking or trekking trip. And yeah, so if you like my videos, feel free to subscribe by clicking on the subscribe button below, and give me a thumbs up if you like the video. It's always appreciated, and the YouTube algorithm likes it too. So yeah, let's please everyone. All right, with that, I wish you good luck with your photography, and see you next week for new adventures.